Welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live programs. Thank you for joining us today. Our channel is dedicated to bringing live performances and events from international artists delivered to audiences around the globe. I am James Welch, and I will be your host this afternoon. Today we are presenting the ColORCHESTRA auditions. Musicians are auditioning for an opportunity to perform in our program with orchestras around the world. Auditionees from many countries are seeking guidance and support from the judges through live comments, which you will hear after each performance today. The Carnegie Gala and ColORCHESTRA worldwide auditions are organized by Artist Ventures, Sound Espressivo, Progressive Musicians, Virtual Concert Halls, and we're also in collaboration with Price Attractions, Vocal Arts Management, and Cicciarone Music and Arts, and so many of these other fabulous partners and supporters that you see on the screen now that there's just too many to list. But thank you, all of our supporters, and and for everything. And now we have a short trailer that's fun to show you how it all started. Enjoy.
No matter where you are or who you are, music connects us all. We started with a dream, but now we are paving the future. Welcome to the Sound Espressivo Global Competition. Fully virtual, yet bringing musicians closer together than ever before, now on a global scale. True live, inclusivity, diversity, connection, community, an extraordinary array of judges. Get noticed by companies all over the world. Prizes, scholarships, performance opportunities. Apply to be a part of the most exciting congregation of artists like nothing you've ever seen before. We guarantee quality and leave no musician behind. We can't wait to hear you on the virtual stage.
The goal of our auditions is to encourage, nurture, and reward musicians who are proactive about sharing their art and developing their careers. Sound Espressivo and Progressive Musicians together are providing opportunities for musicians to discover their unique artistic voice, take initiative, present themselves on their own terms, and carve out their own career paths. There are no restrictions to how many auditions people can take, and there are opportunities for every stage of development and aspiration. Our team just came back from Ecuador, and even before that, New York, Zlin in the Czech Republic, and Cairo, Egypt. And we had concerts. We were recording for albums. We were at Carnegie Hall. We were with many different orchestras. It was such a fun time. And we keep providing more and more opportunities. As you'll see today, we are auditioning for the Butler Philharmonic and the Philippine Philharmonic Orchestra. And earlier today, who did we have earlier? We had the Bohuslav Martinu Philharmonic, the Orchestra de Camera Fiorentina, and the Royal Philharmonic, and we have many other orchestras that we'll be auditioning for this weekend. So stay tuned, stay with us. We're here all weekend, all through Monday on that. We invite musicians, educators, publishers, media managers, artist managers, and many others to share their insights to help musicians and everyone navigate the modern and frankly very confusing world of music. If you missed any of these auditions or want to just watch them again, they're right here on our regular DVR, World DVR, which I call YouTube. You just subscribe, like, ring the bell. You're going to see all of our videos there. Yes, we are live on all these channels. And this broadcast can be interactive too. If you have a question or you just hear something you like, leave a comment in the chat. One of our tech wizards could put it up on the screen. We can answer it. We love the interaction. If you just want to say something nice to one of the performers, that's great. We'll put it up there. Say, Mom says hi, or whoever. You never know. Okay, so that being said, we have the whole overview here. I'd like to introduce the judges. We have 4 of them this afternoon. First off, Maestro Gevorg Sargsyan, from the Ministry of Culture of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and recipient of many awards, and Nevart Andresian from Armenian National Opera conductor, also won numerous awards and a wonderful educator, and Scott Woodard from the West Virginia State Philharmonic and the Butler Philharmonic, and he'll be joining us today. And then, last but not least, Dikran Etamian, founder of Price Attractions, also known as Jack Price, and winner of the Naumburg competition. And we have them all here in the room with us today. Judges, welcome. How are we?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Well, wonderful. Very good.
That's great. And Scott, welcome. This is your first time with us today. Everyone else has been with us, so we welcome you here. How you doing?
I'm doing quite well, thank you. It's great to be here. I'm getting ready for holiday concert programming this evening and all those kinds of things. But this is a really nice distraction from all the concertizing.
Oh, wonderful. Which orchestra are you with tonight?
I'm with Butler this weekend.
Butler, okay. And what are you playing? The holiday favorites?
This is our holiday pops. Yeah, actually one of our biggest concerts of the year in terms of audience, and but lots and lots of fun.
Wonderful. Those are always the fun concerts. Probably ending with Sleigh Ride, right?
Actually, we're going to begin with it this year. Let's mix it up.
Ooh. Ooh, fabulous.
We
Wonderful.
begin.
I've seen more sleigh ride videos on social media this week than I have in for a lifetime, I think. Gevorg, welcome. And it's got to be like 2 in the morning where you are.
Not really. It's 11 at the moment.
Oh, 11
11.
at night. Okay.
I happen to be in Saudi Arabia today. So yeah, I'm good. I'm quite inspired by the earlier session we had. So very, very good performers.
It was fun.
And looking forward for a new lineup.
Wonderful. Yeah, and Navart, welcome back. It's got to be late where you are too.
Yeah, midnight.
Midnight. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and Richie, it's still Jack Price. It's still morning where you are. Or no, it just turned 12 noon, didn't it?
Yeah, it's 11 after.
Yeah. I mean I'm on the Eastern time zone. It's 3 p.m. here, and it just shows that we can all come together from all corners of the world and do this. And
That's great.
it's just a great thing here. And I think I'm ready to hear some more music. How about you guys?
Let's do this.
Yeah,
Very good. Good
definitely.
idea.
Great idea. Yep. So that we could get you off to bed, since it's so late. Okay. So to do that, I'd like to invite on my wonderful co-host, partner in crime, Christian Pelagi.
Hi,
Christian,
James.
welcome back. How you doing?
Yeah, welcome back. I'm very good, and you?
I'm doing well. Yeah, I had fun co-hosting with you this morning, and looking forward to
Let's
this
do it
again here.
Exactly.
How about we introduce the first, well, and only performer for this
Only performer,
session?
exactly.
Yeah.
She played already. She played already today, and she was, I think, auditioning for 2 orchestras already today, for Fiorentina and Bohuslav. And this time she's gonna play for Butler and Philippine Orchestra. And I think she's gonna play the same piece, Sarasate Zigeunerweise. Calliope Smith, violin. She played very good. She had some very interesting and good comments from our judges. And I think she's with us and she's ready, how I see. So the stage is yours. Calliope. How do you feel, Calliope? Like you played today morning. I just like you told me you are in California also, like Jack, right? So you played very early, and now some hours later, maybe you are more awake. And tell me how you feel with the first and the second performance. Which was better, how do you feel?
I liked both performances, but I think it is helpful to have performed this already once today, so I can kind of apply all the comments and the feedback that I was given.
Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, okay. Let's start. Let's start with Jack because he's very close to you in California. Like, so maybe we're in the same mode.
What a great reason. I love that. Okay, so Calliope, I did hear when you did those dump bump, those eighth notes in the fast movement. A few of the times, a couple of times, you did exactly what we talked about. You didn't move them too much as you did this morning, but there's still a few episodes where you go yum bum bum instead of yum bum bum beat. You know what I mean? You have to hold those moments. They're almost like pregnant moments. That's what I like to call them. Sorry about that. They're full. They're not so flippant. Okay, and yes, there were a couple of those that were much better today. I mean, this time. But the first movement was absolutely, I thought, transcendental. I thought it was incredible. And the second movement was great. There were a couple of little intonation things there. I think you got a little excited this time, whereas they weren't the first time. But, who's counting, right? But I would say in general, again, make sure the longer notes are long enough. Okay, please do that for me. No, I'm just kidding. For all of us, just make the longer notes longer. The shorter notes don't have to be shorter in your case. They're just absolutely, short enough. Okay. That's really the only difference I saw. The sound was even better this time in terms of long suspended tones. Maybe there was a little bit of scratching in the second movement that I didn't hear the first time. But again, these are things that we have to get used to with a live performance, and the acoustic that you're performing in is not exactly grateful to a string instrument. It's very dry over there. It's not like you've got a reverberation of the hall to make it sound lush and so on and so forth. But overall, I mean, it's amazing playing for 13 years old for any age, actually. It's a great Zaguna-Weisen,
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly. We forgot to say that she's 13 years old. You told us that, like, in this age to play like that, it's just crazy. I think
tremendous.
It's crazy.
It's tremendous ability.
Yeah, thank you, Jack. So let's go with Scott, because he's interested because of the Butler Symphony Orchestra, I think.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity. Calliope, beautiful name for beautiful sound that you produced there. It was I love this piece, so it was I was excited to hear it today. What I've got to say really is going to echo what Jack had to say in many cases, but I want to start with the good stuff first. Just from this format and being able to see you play, I thought you had a really wonderful, confident bow stroke. You have lovely vibrato and nice expression. This piece can be very expressive. Now that kind of takes me to the other side of the coin. I agree with Jack in that some of those moments, yum, bum, da, if we just treat those like exercise and push through them, yum, dum, da, we lose the expression that's in there. So I think Jack had a really great point. If you'll just hold those just a little bit longer so that the expression blossoms, I think that would be great. I agree. I heard a couple of little intonation issues, nothing major, a couple of little things, particularly in the low register and in some of the double stops, things like that. But they were very minor. This is great playing. In that in the fast section, I would say You want to really be metronomic. When you're with the orchestra, the conductor is looking to feel your pulse all the time. Same as if you're with a piano, you're collaborating, right? So you want really to be as metronomic as you can in that technical section, and align. I'm a trumpet player. I'm not a string player, so I kind of talk as a trumpet player times. And if I don't align my tongue with the fingers, with the valves, then I have a really sloppy sound. So I would say really be conscious of aligning the bow stroke with the fingerboard in that last section, that technical section. But beyond that, I thought it was a wonderful performance. I have a question for you though. When I'm assuming you have not played this piece with orchestra, is that correct?
Not yet.
Or have you? Okay, so you've played it with pianists?
Yeah, I've played it with pianists.
Okay, so when you play with pianists, how do you communicate with that pianist in the moment of performing? How do you communicate with that when you want to, transition from one speed to another or things like that? How do you communicate?
I try to be very attentive of the pianist and remember that I'm not going to be the only one playing, because I do a lot of chamber music as well. So I try my best to kind of cue them and look at them, and I feel like communicating with them is a really important part of playing with other people.
Yes, I agree completely. And the same goes for, when you're playing with an orchestra and a conductor. The more eye contact you can make, of course, we don't have that situation now. You're playing, I guess, from your living room or something. But, when you're with a collaborator, you really want to use that, not just your eyes, but your body language to collaborate those changes and those transitions and all those kinds of things. And I sensed from your playing that when you get with an orchestra and you get with a conductor in rehearsal, that you're gonna latch onto those kind of communications really quickly, and be a wonderful performer with orchestra. So kudos to you. It was a wonderful performance, and I enjoyed it very, very much.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah, I think it's just really what you said. Like, she's playing from her living room, and maybe the next step is gonna be already in the stage in one of the orchestras where she's auditioning. I think it's very cool. I think it's very cool. So
Yeah,
let's go with
I think
Nawar.
really,
Please tell me. What do you mean? Okay.
me?
Okay, let's go with Nawar, please. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I'm really astonished because what you played the last time, for you it's in the morning, yeah, and what you played now, I can say that you tell us something, and it was very beautiful. There is also always small things, small problems, intonation problems, but it can pass because it can be in the history. You see what I mean? Yeah, it can be in the history, da 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 da, like this. Maybe not clear, but very good, because there is a purpose, there is something, and think also to make the bow sometimes heavier, yeah, and sometimes lighter, because it will change the color and it will change the purpose and it will change the image, and it will be really exciting and you will love it. I think you can do it. It's something possible for you, but it was really much better than this morning. Bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nawar. Yeah, and last but not least, Georg, what do you think?
Why not least? I think, I think it's very, very difficult to add more. It was very obvious that you have taken the feedback we have given to you earlier seriously, and I noticed you having more fun, or at least trying to. I know that's the most difficult thing to do, actually. All other things that other judges mentioned about bowing, about phrasing, I think those you can implement easier than what I mentioned earlier when I say just have more fun, because that's where your mental state need to change, and or not to change, but to break free. So from that perspective, it's obvious that you play in a different manner this time. But guess what? We are not just looking at you playing it once or twice. Every time we see if there is an improvement, and that itself is a manifestation of success. So kudos, great job. Have a great day, and thank you.
Thank you, Gabor.
Great job. Fantastic.
Yeah, Calliope, do you have any question for us, for somebody?
I do not have any questions, but thank you so much for all the comments.
Yeah, thank you for playing again. Yeah, when I can say also, I felt also like the second time it was more free and you enjoyed. So like these hours, I don't know what you did in these hours, but you were like, okay, I'm gonna do it again, and I show it, and I'm gonna enjoy more. I think it's good that you could play the same day like twice. I think it's actually cool. Yeah, okay, thank you. And let's bring also James back. I don't know, he's here with us.
I'm here.
What do you think about? Do you have something to say about her?
Oh,
you're
well,
not the official judge, but
yeah,
sure,
I'm not a judge, but Calliope, it was great to hear you, and this morning and this afternoon, and you've auditioned for us before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you from maybe a year or so ago, and you've come a long way. Yeah, it's really, really wonderful to hear just like how you've developed as a musician and a violinist, and congratulations for that. Really, it's great to hear that. So with that being said, we're looking forward to hearing much more from you in the future, and we wish you the best here. And are you back with us at all anytime this weekend, or was this your last hurrah with us?
Yeah, I think this was my last audition.
Okay, this was your last hurrah. Yeah, you've auditioned for 4 orchestras, so yeah, we will have the results and announcements, in the coming weeks, and we'll be in touch with you. And until then, we wish you the best and a happy holiday.
Thank you. Have a nice holiday.
Thank you.
And bye-bye.
This brings us to the end of a very short session here. Just one person this afternoon. We are back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern to hear auditions for the Paducah Symphony Orchestra, the Kolarac Philharmonic, I believe I said that correctly, Orchestra Philharmonica Municipal de Guayaquil, Royal Philharmonic, and many orchestras. You're going to hear quite a few of them tomorrow. And we're going to have a bunch of wonderful contestants again with great music. This has been a wonderful day. I mean, what do you say, Kiki?
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I'm looking forward to see what's going to be tomorrow on our menu, on our repertoire, in the list. And I'm sure, we had a very strong start today, and tomorrow it can be I think it can be also just better.
I love what you say about instead of a program, you say the menu, like it's a meal.
The menu, yes.
Yeah. It's like a musical feast.
Exactly, in the living room, and they're just sitting, waiting, who's gonna be the next, who's gonna do the magic, and they just enjoy. I think it's very cool. So it's not bad for the judge; they can enjoy.
Definitely, yeah. I was just thinking, I'd love to have some Beethoven entree with a side of sarasate. I mean,
exactly.
It makes me want dinner now.
Some Mozart, something like Mozart. I would have one.
Yeah. Have the appetizer version of Mozart. There's plenty of that to go around. Yeah, wonderful. Well, we are at the end here, so join us tomorrow. I'd like to just bring the judges on for one last moment here, to just thank you all. Navart, she left early again. Well, it's midnight.
No, it's midnight. She had to sleep.
Well, our cyber thank you, cyber thank you, Navart.
Good night.
Sending it back over to Armenia there. But judges, thank you all. Any words of wisdom or final thoughts anybody wants to share?
It was a great day. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you for including me.
Thank you for being here with us, and we wish you the best with your holiday pops tonight.
Thank you.
Gevorg, you're probably ready to go to bed, aren't you?
So equally so. I just didn't leave because I know the drill that we're coming back to just chit chat a bit. So join us tomorrow, and good night to all of you.
Thank you, Gevorg.
I hope you can. I hope you can sleep with this song with Zigeunerweise. We listened 2 times. I'm singing the whole time.
I don't know if it's a blessing curse. I don't know if it's a
It's gonna be hard to sleep.
We're gonna be walking around all day.
I need to sleep with Puccini in my head because I still need to study a bit scores. I have concert next week in Cairo, so it's quite a bit of
Okay.
Are you with the opera orchestra again next week?
No, with Cairo Symphony this time.
The Symphony.
Orchestra, but it's the same concert hall, by the way.
Yeah, beautiful concert hall.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we wish you the best for that, and we'll see you back here definitely. And Jack Bryce, you're probably on coffee number 2 right now out in California.
Yeah, I'm a little sleepy, actually.
Yeah, we dragged you out of bed really early for this.
I need another coffee. Yes.
Yeah. All right. We'll send you. You like McDonald's coffee, so we'll send you a McDonald's coffee.
McDonald's is the best.
I know you don't like this burnt Starbucks stuff that I drink here. So,
Jake, you know, today's Friday. Actually, it would be a Jack Price is right Friday, right?
You know, you're right. This is Friday the 13th. Yeah.
It's Friday the 13th.
Well, I think that everybody in this room, including all the musicians we heard today, have helped debunk the bad funk of Friday the 13th, because it doesn't feel like a Friday the 13th. And just for that, I'll knock on my wooden desk here, just for good karma there. But yeah, thank you all for being here and for sharing your words of wisdom and your dedication to this program, and thank you to your orchestras as well. And we will be hearing more from you soon. We need to wrap up the broadcast here, so I'd just like to take one last thank you for our sponsors again, so we can never thank you enough. You know, sponsorship does not come in the form of money. It also comes in the form of resources and all that. And do we have those? There we go. Exactly. Yeah, look at, there's too many of them to list, but the orchestras, the organizations, the companies that just give us the opportunities and resources to do these auditions and hold these concerts, and most importantly, create opportunities for classical musicians. As we know, classical music opportunities can be difficult to come by sometimes, and these are all of the organizations and people that make it possible.
And especially nowadays, I think is very hard to get. Like, I think Jack Price, he was also telling us, because his management is getting every time harder, but he's here, he's helping to us, and we are so lucky that we have this organizers and supporters.
Indeed, the world becomes smaller, and you know, we're all connected in some interesting ways. It's like somebody always knows somebody who knows somebody in this business. And you know, it's like, I don't know him, but I know someone who does, I know her kind of from this, and they're our supporters, they're our judges, they're our teachers, they're our families, and we all come together and work hard and make this possible. Yes, indeed. And so thank you everybody out there who supports live and classical music and everything that we're doing to make opportunities. Okay, we are streaming on all the major platforms. We didn't get any comments this time, but audience, leave us some comments next time. We want to hear from you. We want to know that you're enjoying this. We want to answer your questions. We're on all the major platforms there, and you could just type a comment, and one of our tech wizards puts it on the screen.
Exactly.
And Kiki will answer all of your questions for you.
With no problem. I'm not afraid. I will directly answer, no problem. And I think Jack Price also. He liked the comments.
We'll get him on there too. Yeah, we're all gonna switch jobs at some point. Speaking of jobs, we have a wonderful team here, and we would not be able to be doing these broadcasts without our team. We have Frane and Ante behind the scenes flipping all the switches, making us look good. And Kiki, sometimes you're back there, sometimes I'm back there. And we have Jennifer Savage, who's not with us today, but she'll be shining with the Lviv National Philharmonic at the end of next week, playing
maybe
Gershwin Concerto in F.
Practicing in the playing, like nowadays with the music with the I don't know what's her way, but she's on the way definitely.
Yep, she's
stage.
Fabulous, and we miss her today, but we're looking forward to hearing more from her soon and from everybody else. On that note, time to sign off here. Everybody, have a happy Friday. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern.
See you tomorrow, everybody. Ciao.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.